What's really frustrating is to see something that you love so much, that you know is so soft, and it's so scared that it won't stop for anyone to even help it. The last sighting on Rick was Saturday night at 10:30. We saw him and he was running fast. We couldn't catch him. And then at 11:30, someone saw him run into the tree farm on Alpine. And after that, we haven't had any word on him. I don't know if he's stuck in those neighborhoods. I don't know where he went. But kind of worries me when I don't hear anything for 4 or 5 days.
He's like searching for a needle in a haystack. If somebody calls us and says we've seen him in this neighborhood or at this intersection or something, we definitely go drive around there.
When I drive around, it's kind of hard. I'm surprised I haven't been in an accident, because you're looking out of one eye and looking out of the other, trying to look in the yards and that just to see if you see him.
When we drive somewhere, we always take a route that he's been spotted in the same area quite a few times. So like when I drive to work, I tend to drive that way instead of just go straight down Armstrong to Highway 10. And on my way home from work, I drive through his favorite neighborhood.
This week, for the first time in 3.5 weeks, I left the house, went down to St. Paul for a little bit, and came back up. And that it was nice to get out of the house. It was nice. I just don't want to be away and be in St. Paul and have someone call and say, well, Rick's right here. And I blew it because I'm down in St. Paul and I can't get there to be able to be there. I had to get out and get live traps to be able to try to catch them, and they didn't really sell any in the stores here that were large enough, so I had to go online and buy these special coyote live traps. Now if you look and you see that hole over there in that bush, I really think he's been sleeping over in that thing.
We check the traps 3 times a day, but we just do fresh food and water once a day.
I mean, if it's cool out, it's morning and night, but if it's a warm day, you gotta come at noon. Rick knew his sister and his brother real well. They've been over here a lot, so we've been trying to use them to catch him. And to be honest, it's like he doesn't even know them either. It's like his brain has kind of just been erased and he's on a new page. Right now, the dog is running scared. He's spooked. And what they mean by that is it's kind of like someone that has amnesia or whatever. He doesn't remember anyone or anything. He's just so scared right now. He doesn't trust anyone. You just have to know Rick was special. He's soft. The reason he's running scared is because he was always kind of just a little unsure. He was kind of an unsure, scared dog. And we gave him a special home. And dogs, you know, that's the kind of dogs we rescue. Ones that have had a tough run. A couple of weeks ago, we went up in the plane. We flew over Ramsey at a level of, I think, 800 feet. You could see a lot. It was way better than using a car, but if the dog isn't moving, then you can't see it. And it's all a question of when the dog gets up and moves. So we did a good search in that, and we looked back and forth, but unless, like I said, with all the trees and the leaves and the foliage and that, it's really difficult to see them. I ordered these nuts online. They're called hoop nuts. And you know, when you order things online, you really don't know what you're getting. I mean, they said it was for dog catching and that, but realistically, I don't know what kind of dog they're going to catch. Maybe a 15-year-old one that's crippled. But when you try to throw these at a dog, to keep this net open, you got to get a 360 circle on it. So by the time you get one, you come around and let it loose, you know, the dog's going to be halfway down the block. To be realistic,
Hit the bucket.
she's been really good. My wife's been really good, very patient. She loves Rick. She knows we're going to give it a good try. You know, when you look back on things, if you didn't give it your best shot, then you always second guess yourself. And it's no fun second guessing. I think that he'll recognize his home. I think that he feels safe here. He's never ran from here, and he enjoys being here. So
we're hoping that if he recognized home, he would come in, because he can jump the fence.
He jumps the fence. Yeah, no problem. He can go over without touching.
It's our fantasy that someday we come home and he's sitting in the house waiting for us.